Swayze presents the FREE99 podcast. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram. Shout out to all the sponsors, shout out to all the listeners. Jan in the building.
Hello.
Wow.
Rommel in the building.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't go nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
Because I'm Bob Boy for life. Customer service, special guest on episode 166 of the FREE99 podcast. I want to toast up to the homie Harvey.
Why? Yes, sir.
Harvey.
As you know, here on the FREE99 podcast, we provide the libations and the vibrations. But today we're going to be heavy on the vibrations, sir.
Ooh.
So check out the candy, bruh. Check out the candy, bruh.
We were just like, before the camera went rolling, I was doing a little reminiscing. I've known this young man here for a little over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Really?
Over 20 years.
Damn.
Through different capacities. It's always through traffic. It's always through like catching him on the streets of Guttenberg or over there in the Excelsior or
In a Saturn.
in the Mission, in the Saturn.
In the Saturn.
Only for like a month.
About a month. Run into them kilometers.
He's always had cars I highly appreciate and kind of jealous of. But as we've grown and as I watched him grow, like he's moved in different spaces, and I truly value what he does for capturing like the moments that he's able to see and also like to be there for the youth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just like unpeeling that real quick, what current projects are you currently working on? The nonprofits and everything. I wanted to know, like, you're not just a knucklehead from the city. You know what I mean?
Right on. Thank you for the words, brother. Thank you for the roses.
Come on, man.
So one thing that y'all could look forward to is on 415 Day, actually.
Hey.
Frisco.
We doing something for the city of Daly City. So Jefferson High School. Shout out to all the Jefferson alumni.
Also Daly City, original 415.
Yeah. So we're doing a car show that'll benefit the class, the whole school actually.
Wow. With All In, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to All In SF, right?
So, so this is our 8th annual car show at Jefferson High School.
8th.
Yeah, 8th. And what's going to be the shock factor for this is they're actually going to be a lowrider hop.
Yo.
So you ain't got to wait all the way to the summer. It's actually coming this April. So make sure you come through. It's free to the public. You know, we're taking donations. Everything that you go and purchase there will go directly towards the school. Like everything that we're doing, you know, it's a community effort. So please pull up.
And that's going to Jeff.
That's going to Jefferson High School. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And you've had your hands heavy with like All In SF for a long time. Like, didn't you start your own nonprofit?
I'm sorry, real quick. What is All In SF?
Yeah. Put us on game.
So All In SF was co-founded by myself and my brother Raul Lopez. So this is our 9th year in the making right now. So this July will actually be 9 years for our first actual, dating back to our first event. So the way it actually started is me and my boy Raul actually met by accident. So actually I should answer Rommel's question first.
Okay.
So All In SF is a community driven give back platform that gives the community an opportunity to basically give back to the hood. You know what I mean? Like literally, like it's for us by us.
Enrichment.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope, man. So, I'm just assuming because you're saying that your current event is going to be on 415, which is Teresa's birthday. I love you. It's going to be at Jefferson, right? And then I've seen like your body of work, and you've done different things all across San Francisco. So this kind of spreads all over the peninsula.
Yeah.
How far has this reached out?
The farthest that we've ever touched was all the way down to Salinas. So
shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So during the pandemic, I don't know if y'all remember. You remember when the fires were really hitting hella hard, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so
that was a rough year, dog.
Horrible year, man.
Yeah.
And you know, my brother Raul, he actually was originally from Salinas. He lived there for a little while, and he used to live on the farms.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think a majority of the Filipinos who live out there are probably farm workers, right? Or family of.
And so Brother Raul was like, man, he's like, I really want to give back to the farm workers. And so he actually coordinated everything. He hit up somebody from the UFW. Wow. We actually put together a whole bunch of resources for them. So we did. It was right before school started. So we got we do 2 big ass events every year. We do a backpack giveaway and do something called Miracle in the Mission, where we do a holiday give back.
Wow.
But during that time, it was right before school. And so Raul was like, man, we got to go back and give back to the folks that are feeding us, right? The farm workers. So we literally did a fundraiser and raised a whole bunch of, we gathered hella school supplies, and then we also brought hella hygiene products. And remember, it was a shortage of masks and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so we brought N95s out there because of the fires were hitting.
Yeah.
So we brought a whole bunch of stuff out there, man. So that's the furthest we've ever touched. We've been there in Santa Cruz.
I mean, that's remarkable, being that it was in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of the fires. You guys were able to give back so much.
Yeah,
that was like around like year 4 or 5 of your company, right? All in SF, right?
The coalition, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I take that back, man. So shout out to all the Tongan family. So people from Tonga, we actually did a give back that actually benefited Tonga and Puerto Rico. So you remember when the hurricanes hit?
Yeah, they didn't have electricity for a long time.
So I take that back. I apologize to our Tongan family and to our Puerto Rico family. We actually did 2 give backs separately when both places were hit by natural disasters. We actually did give back. Shout out to Anthony Presents. Brother Anthony always looks out for the community and donates his spot, District 6, formerly known as District 6. Kuya Rudy, Big Brother Rudy from United Players, he's actually the one that put me on with Anthony. And so, yeah, we did that there.
Who is Rudy to you? OG. Who's OG to you?
That's Big Brother, man. Like
that's everyone's big brother.
Yeah, he really is Big Brother. I honestly,
I just got chills because I'll tell you a story after, but go ahead.
Yeah, I have to say, man, like growing up in Frisco, right?
Yeah.
Like I used to see Rudy because my family lived right across the street from Balboa. Mm-hmm. I used to see Rudy when United Players first started. He was on the front line, and it was during like I'm aging myself, but it was during the time where we had the war in Saudi Arabia. And remember, they used to have that slogan, "Peace in the Middle East."
Yeah.
So Rudy had this banner that said that shit, and he used to always be on his blowhorn, like talking in front of Bao.
Yeah.
I used to just see him. You know what I mean? I was still a little kid at that time, but we really didn't cross paths, and so I started doing community work. So like for
that was at least 25 years ago then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was 3 years into your friendship.
Hey.
Math, y'all, math.
That's crazy. You fast as
Hey, bro. I might.
Sat next to you in math class, bro.
Oh no. I wouldn't. I was absent.
But yeah, Rudy, man, he honestly paved the way, man. Like in doing the work that I do, and he knows this, right? Shout out to all my frontline soldiers doing violence prevention work in Frisco and beyond, right?
Yeah.
Rudy really paved the way, right?
Yeah.
Not just for like, because I'm Filipino, right? Just all happen to be Filipino, just like him, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to the original Gorilla Filipino, Rudy Corpus, right? But this cat, like, he paved the way, and when I say that, he didn't just pave the way just because I'm Filipino, but just because, like, also, like, as a man of color, like, going into that work, man, I'm gonna just say that it was actually hard. Like, you really coming into doing community work, you really got to gain folks' trust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's exactly, because it's I'm assuming that they can sniff out the bullshit, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. And so if it's like if you ain't with the shits, then for sure you're not going to be in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's funny, and I have to owe this to Gus and actually the show, as well as having you on. Prior to doing the show, I really didn't have any knowledge of United Players. I didn't really have any idea of Rudy.
Boom.
Yeah, and
I should wear my hoodie today. And squeeze into that hoodie.
Like we were talking about before, I used to work at St. Luke's Hospital, and I used to see people kind of roll in, walk through, and kind of have that hoodie on, and I never knew what it was about. But I've taken like deep dives into finding out about what Rudy stands for, and it's amazing. Just to hear his story. I watched his TED Talk like last night, and just kind of hearing like, what he came from and what he's doing now, and how far like his chapters. I think he said he was opening up a chapter in Hawaii, and I'll vacation with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for that. But just giving back to the community, man. It's commendable because, like he says, and like you say, it takes a hood save the hood, man.
It's a trip though, because my first stumble across with Rudy was when I had that stint at KMEL. Chewy would always invite him onto the show, right? And Rudy is a bigger than life character, and not even like character in that sense, but he's a bigger than life like person. Like his energy is felt, right? And he's very family oriented. Like he takes care of a lot of people, and you're seeing a lot of his W's now. But like when I first met him 20 years ago, he was still doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But he was. One thing I hear him preach about now is equity.
Yeah.
Right? Equity. Mm-hmm. Making sure we have equity in this, making sure we have say in what we're doing, because
right.
He takes, like, so many people are taken care of because this guy pushes to make sure that everyone gets a second chance, to make sure kids get taken care of. I had Nina on the show.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah, that's my sis.
Yeah, shout out to Leia. You know what I mean?
Get to Doja.
Yeah, and then so I asked her what Rudy meant to her, and you can catch it on the podcast, but this story will always stick with me. She said she was doing community work down in Soma. This kid stole her laptop. You know the story, right?
Exactly. I was actually hanging out with her during that time when it actually happened.
Some kid stole. I think it was her phone. Some kid stole her phone. Mm-hmm. She chased the kid down. They were able to get the cops involved. They got her phone back, but the kid went to jail.
Did she tell you what happened though? How she caught the kid? What she did to the kid?
She pulled him out the car, right?
Yeah. So she's a black belt, bro. She pulled up on.
Wait, which in like all martial arts?
I don't know exactly what. I don't
yo, hey, whatever black belt, take I respect it, dog.
She hemmed boy up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, really? She did?
And she held him down.
Bong bong, yo.
She held him down, and then she looked at him, and and she said it was right around where the old Burger King is, where the gas station, right by HSF. You know what I mean? If you were Frisco, you know exactly where that's at, where the Burger King is and the gas station. We used to be in the Starbucks, and then she said that she held him down. The cops got involved. The cops took the kid away, but even though that happened, she wanted to be sure that the justice, that kid wasn't just lost in the system.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Reached out to Rudy. Rudy met her at the date of the court, and then when they met at 8:50, Rudy was like, "Oh, this is you!" Like, this is before like social media. Mm-hmm. Like,
damn.
Yeah, it was way before social media, but maybe MySpace, right? Maybe MySpace. But he was like, "Oh, this is you? Oh, okay." And then she told him what happened, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna try to take care of him." And that's off that alone. Not knowing who the kid was, not knowing who like Nina was at the time, but like just showing up, and that's what he does. He shows up.
Yeah.
She shows up, and it's crazy. Like whenever I wear that hoodie, the look I get from people. You know what I mean? Because like I wanted that hoodie for a long time, and I've always heard you have to earn it.
Exactly.
You have to earn it.
That's amazing.
And then thing is, I was like, "Hey, let me buy one." He was like, "Pull up, I got you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm getting one." It was like earning stripes in the hood, straight up, like getting that hoodie. And I was like, "Oh." He was like, "Pull up, I got one." And when I got it, I just felt like it was something different, because for me, seeing that represented so many different things and so many different people that UP affected and it touched, and then just seeing what it's doing for Soma and all the community there, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you grew up in Soma, right? Or
no,
I'm sorry, no.
Grew up in Excelsior.
Excelsior, oh my bad.
Shout out to the mob.
Man, I mean, I think this is great, right? Just having a bunch of fucking actual Bay Area heads like sitting at the table talking about this shit. I want to quickly jump to your documentary, right?
Please.
It Takes a Hit to Save the Hood. Can you kind of dive in and talk about it? I know that it's based around, I didn't have a chance to watch it, but it's kind of based around the pandemic and how the after effects of that and everything kind of in Soma, right? And kind of involving Rudy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so APIC wouldn't have been possible without. My bad. It Takes a Hood to Save the Hood would have been impossible without APIC. APIC was actually the program that I applied for to get a grant to get a little bit of seed money to make the film.
Wow. Okay.
And so the theme during that time was resiliency.
Yeah.
And so it was literally during the pandemic, like literally right when they just started dropping the vaccine. So it wasn't accessible to everybody. Remember, it was only accessible to like the elderly and
chosen few.
Chosen few,
frontline workers and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so during that time, there was not readily available. But what was happening was all the folks like really. Throughout everywhere, but specifically in the Soma, there was folks that were actually doing relief work, bro. They call that mutual aid.
Yeah, which is also frontline work, right?
Yeah, straight up. And so while we were all sheltering in place, I was watching vicariously, seeing like what Rudy and all the different organizations were doing in the Soma. Like they really had the blueprint. Like I think San Francisco followed their lead, honestly, because like they had it. Like,
what do you mean by that?
So if you watch the film, you'll find out that I basically had this interest in like telling that story because it was never really told on mainstream media,
right?
And really, what I wanted to do was give an opportunity to see that like the community can really take care of the community.
Yeah.
And so when I hollered at Rudy, I was like, man, I got this idea, bro. I was like, there's this grant that's out, and the theme is resiliency, and I really believe that what y'all doing right there in the Soma, exemplifies resiliency. And so what I wanted to do was like make a film on them.
Yeah.
And so he was like, bro, whatever you need, just let me know. And so I talked to him, I wrote a little treatment, I pitched it to him, and I was like, but I gotta name this thing.
Yeah.
What can I name it? You know, and he was like, blood, call it Takes the Hood to Save the Hood, because that's what we doing.
It really is,
you know?
man.
And so literally turned it in, got the grant, and then it was history from there.
I can hear him saying that.
Yeah.
So that's what we doing.
Yeah.
So is this your first jump into making a documentary? I do notice, and I was kind of scrolling through your feed on IG, and man, like your photos are beautiful, and and it like Jan said earlier, it captures just kind of like the beauty of San Francisco. I mean, from different events for like cars and everything, all the way down to like the fucking House of Brakes, which have saved me hundreds of dollars on my Saturn. Shout out to Saturn. Shout out to House of Brakes though, man, because it's just. There's beauty in that, beauty in the beauty in the mission, beauty in the avenues. It's just like, and you're able to capture that. So to kind of transition from photo to video, was this your first time?
Yeah, this is my first film. So
wow.
Historically, I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
And then
WhySF, check the IG.
Right. If you don't know, please find out.
Yeah. Find out why. SF.
Yeah. It's my first film. I dabbled into film because right before the pandemic hit, I was actually freelancing and stuff, and I saw that like video was really big.
Yeah.
And so folks were like, hey, can you be an operator? And so like I already knew how to operate the camera.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of like really just applying what I knew for photography. It's different, but it's also a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
And I just, I know how powerful photos are, right? They say a photo's worth 1,000 words.
Truly,
but
yeah.
I was like, man, imagine what a movie can do, right?
Yeah.
It just keeps those conversations going. And so I actually wanted to take a crack at it and see what I could do.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to check it out, but I did hear your interviews about it. And in an interview, you said basically that there was a portion of the movie that was spoken in Tagalog, right? And intentionally, you didn't include the subtitles. And that's so you can have the viewers feel the difficulty of trying to understand or see kind of like the troubles that they were going through. I know that you had a viewing and that you were getting feedback. Did you decide to keep that in?
Well, so I actually had to, there's like all these regulations when you actually enter your film into what's called the circuit, basically film festivals.
Yeah.
And so it's actually required. So it can actually be, your film can actually be accessible to all walks of life. And I understand that too, you know what I mean? Like for folks that can't really maybe have, certain abilities, they're not be able to read or hear. Or
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So I actually had to put subtitles.
Fuck, man, that attention to detail though, man. Like that's dope, dude.
Yeah, my translator, man, that did that. Shout out to Gene Alejo. Gene Alejo really just donated their time to transcribe the whole thing. They professionally translate English or Tagalog to English, and so shout out to the Alejo family for really sharing their love with me to make this film happen for the community.
Where's it available?
So I was just talking about that the other day. So it's actually not available yet because it's still in circuit. But if y'all are around,
so it's touring right now. That video is touring.
Kind of like you put it in and then like if people take it, then they take it. But there's one coming up for the city. So if y'all are around March 11th, that's next Saturday. I don't know the time on this, so I apologize if you got to delete that.
No, we keep
March
it
11th. Yeah.
March 11th, motherfucker.
Put over here, Jan. That never happens.
Saturday, March 11th, my film actually got selected to be in the San Francisco Urban Film Festival.
Wow.
So if y'all are around, man, come up. It's a free event. It's being thrown by SF Urban Film Festival and Soma Filipinas. So if you're around, I'll be out there speaking and showing my film.
March 11th. Where at exactly?
Victoria Dre's Manalo Park in the heart of Soma.
Nice, dude. Fuck.
Where's that at exactly?
It's like where.
That's a new name for that park, though.
Yeah, that park wasn't even there before.
Is that the one across from the sandwich shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Deli Man.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
sandwich shop.
Gus.
when you're like downtown, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta make it right here, Tony Baloney's, and then
Tony Baloney's right there.
So I don't know if this was an older event or if it's this current event, but I did see that along with a documentary, you also had a showing of your photos as well as a book accompanying it. Is that book still available?
So the book actually hasn't dropped yet. So I actually did the book as it was a part of the project.
Yeah.
And I'm actually it's almost done. Folks that supported the film actually bought the book.
Early releases.
Yeah. They pre-bought it. It was a pre-sale. So we use that money to help pay for the film. And so it's actually going to drop soon. Like shout out to Bayani Arts Books Publishing. They I've been sitting in the lab with them for the last month, and it's going to be out soon.
Damn, book, photos, video, documentary, giving back. Bro, you like a rapper, dog. Like a successful ass rapper. But I mean, it's just like, it's amazing, man. And it's just like I don't know, all your body of work speaks for the people, right?
Yeah. But he's so low key though, you won't know it unless you know him. You know what I mean? And that's some real shit about Harv. Like, he doesn't. I'm gonna call myself out there because he invited me to these events all the time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, come out, vend. Like, he always invited. He always gave me a home, and it's just schedules never lined up because it was right around. Usually, your book thing is right around the backpack giveaway is right around my son's birthday. So sorry, no excuse, but that's what.
No, that's understandable. Yeah, that's very understandable.
But he's always invited. The thing is about Harv is he doesn't. Like, he's selfless when he does this shit, and it's like he works for the community. And you're like a teacher too, right?
Social worker, right? Oh,
see,
yeah,
the internet.
I have a like you said you met your boy that you do all in and stuff by accident, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you meet Jan by accident too?
Yeah, super random.
Do you remember
was it at a Marie Callender's? You son of a gun! Or was he breaking at home base in Oakland?
We were walking in the Tenderloin.
Jen,
Mid-12 midnight.
Do you remember that story?
See the hair flowing.
Yeah, we met around.
I love the pause before.
What was it when Josue was doing that mural right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Across from like Hawthorne or Cesar Chavez School. Yeah. I was like, hey, aren't you Harvey?
Is that how you said it too?
Yeah.
That's very Jan.
Yeah. Isn't that how you said? Isn't that the same thing you said? Like when you saw that breakdancer that you admired in like math class, you're like, hey, aren't you?
Yeah. It was sort of like that. Like I knew Harvey like of him.
How?
But then I never officially met him.
How did you know of him? His photos?
Yeah. All his work I've been hearing about it online, and I was like, wow.
And from
some dope work.
From what I understand, Jan and Harvey possibly could be working together on a project.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And I tell Jan this all the time, and I don't know if I ever said it on the podcast.
Flowers.
His video work on Bobby's music video.
Fire.
Come on.
Fire.
Come
Dude.
on. The whole like the time. Okay, one could draw, right? One could draw, but then to add timing and to give every piece of thing that he's drawing live, like down to like the Excelsior, like he even put Brandon's Frisco logo in there, where it's half Giants, half Niners, and I'm in love with that video. Like I could watch that on mute.
I think that's the first thing you showed me when you're like, yo, check out this dude, Jan.
This is that motherfucker.
And
man.
I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm sorry, I was driving, so I was like, I don't want to crash. And I was like,
nice.
yeah. Hey, please dig into the candy, man.
Oh yeah.
Try one, man. Come on, Harvey.
Which one do y'all want to crack open?
You know what? I'll let you choose, man. What reminds you of your childhood?
I'm gonna go with Gushers.
Gushers.
Just because Gus, you know.
Gusher Raymond.
Yeah, Gusher Raymond.
Gusher Raymond.
Hey, you don't have to call.
Hey.
Man, sometimes like eating candy though will remind you of your childhood, right?
Yeah.
You know what always remind me of my childhood?
What?
Like lemon heads when they come in that box.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That box. Remember they were like 10 cents at one point?
Hell yeah, but I was a Johnny Appleseed type guy.
You were Johnny Appleseed?
Yeah.
I would like Big League Chew, but I would like body that shit the whole day because it's unlimited of how like the amount of gum you could put in.
And technically it was like super stringy, right? And they're also trying to sell us on tobacco. Where were y'all at then?
Oh,
government.
The Lucky Strike candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fake cigarettes.
Yeah.
Some of them still have it.
Hey, so Harvey, speaking of reminding ourselves of our childhood,
You remind me of...
over here on the FREE99 podcast, we like to play a little game with our guest.
Hello.
From my understanding,
That just exploded in my mouth. That's crazy. That's crazy.
just like Gusser, it'll explode in your mouth.
Hello.
So I heard you're a fan of 90s television.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna call this game Musty TV, not must see, but musty TV.
Musty TV.
You ready? What sounds you got for us, Jan? Hey, ababuklan. All right. First question.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I do. But you know, we here are stand with the LGBTQ community. All right, so.
Damn it, Rommel.
Ready? Appearing on season 2 of Full House, this Asian character is introduced as one of Stephanie's close friends. What is the name of the Asian character?
I don't know the dude's name, but I can see his hair now.
Yeah, right. It's a rice bowl, right?
Yep.
Yo,
Is it something Tanaka?
close. It is Harry Takayama.
Harry Takayama. I wonder what that cat's doing now.
Oh, fun fact: he actually showed up on Fuller House.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was a CPA.
Not stereotypical at all.
Not at all. Oh, also, the theme of this is Asians in 90s TV. Yeah,
We was out there.
we was out there,
We was
kind
out
of.
there, yo. We was out there.
All right, second question, and this one hits deep for me, okay? Because I love this. This show premiered on the WB in 1995, centered around two brothers who escape the People's Republic of China to come to the U.S. One tried to achieve his dream through music, and the other one being drawn to a life of organized crime. What is the name of the show?
You got that, G?
Hell no.
Me neither.
No, dude, I used to fucking love this show.
What is it? Who like name a main character's name?
All right, let me give me a second. I gotta look that shit up. Talk about yourself, please.
So you said in 95, two brothers that moved here from the Republic of China.
Yeah.
One became a CPA.
No. And it was Harry Takayama. All right, so what the characters' names were Jian Wang Cheng and Wago Cheng.
It's not Perfect Strangers, is
It
it?
is. Balki Butakama.
Perfect Strangers. Cousin Larry Appleton. I don't know.
Them cats are supposed to be Asian?
They are Asian. No, it is Asian. And you know what? Man, I fucking love the show. It's called Vanishing Sun. Do you remember that?
Matt, no, you missed me with that one.
All right, yeah, that was a
The
deep cut.
WB.
Honestly, that was actually that was a question for me. I guess I'm sorry about that.
That's true.
Oh, yep, sorry. Swinging a man.
Watch that with Balky.
Yeah,
Balky.
Balky Bartok.
Bartokamus.
Come on, man.
Where's he from? He's from Poconos.
Meepos.
Oh, Meepos.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, just on that before he gets the next question. You know what show spun off of Perfect Strangers?
Yeah. Family Matters.
Yes.
Really?
Harriet was an elevator operator when they worked in the newspaper, and then Carl would come bring her lunch sometimes.
And did you know about the her second daughter?
Oh yeah, she was doing porn.
Yeah, she was doing porn.
Yeah, Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy.
Yeah.
All right, third question.
Third question. Getting dark here.
All right, Boeing Yang was the first Asian to be on SNL in 2019, but not the first Asian to be on a televised sketch comedy show. who was a Korean American comedian who starred on Fox's Mad TV.
On Mad TV? You think that was the first one?
Yeah.
Wow, for real?
Unless there was an Asian on In Living Color.
There was.
Oh, fuck. Google, fuck you.
I don't know the timeline.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Do you know that?
No,
Sarah?
I don't. I know the person. I can see
Yeah.
it in my mind, but I don't know their name.
His name is Bobby Lee.
Oh, Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
That dude's hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
That dude's pretty hilarious. He has a great podcast.
Yeah. Great podcast.
And he was on Harold. He's most known for Harold and Kumar for asking questions during the I don't know, some CPA, right?
Yeah,
Like,
these, you know what, these three questions, rereading these first three questions, these are really intricate, and I barely remember anything from the 90s, so I apologize. Yeah.
Those are good though.
Okay.
Take
You
it.
hear that? That's from a documentarian, y'all.
Take it.
All right, number 4. Okay, this one should be better. All right, which ring did the Asian character in Captain Planet wear?
Oh, that's a hard pass.
Really? It was the water ring, y'all.
gonna guess that,
Let's
too. I was
see.
gonna
All
say
right, I'll give it to
water.
Harvey. Give it to Harvey.
You reference Captain Planet.
I do.
a lot on
I
the
do.
podcast.
You know, because I thought Hart was actually Indian, which technically is Asian.
He was native.
No, he's from South America.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, his name's something Mati. The internet, bro. All right, this one. You'll get this one.
Okay, this.
Actually, this is pretty rough too. Okay. In the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Yellow Ranger was the only Asian member, which is kind of racist if you think about it. It's kind of. Anyways, what was the name of this character?
Trini.
Fun fact: she actually died.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, actually, my bad.
Another fun fact.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
In Asia, the Yellow Ranger was actually a guy. That's why if you watch Power Rangers, the Pink Ranger is the only one in the skirt.
Oh, she had a skirt?
She had a skirt.
I didn't even peep that either.
And like more wormhole, the Black Ranger, when the first American televised Power Ranger, is missing a middle finger. So whenever he does Macedon,
Wait, why
it's
was he missing a middle
It's
finger?
like this. It's probably from karate.
Was it Ronnie Lott? Oh, bars, yo.
If you could,
That's the game. Sorry,
yeah.
my bad.
Da-da-da-da-da. So Harvey being a true Frisconian.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
True
Uh-oh.
Frisconian, right?
Come on.
Never mind his derby jacket.
No, never mind his
Hey,
dirty
people
jacket.
slept on this one with the hood. I don't think, people slept on this.
You know why? Because it takes the hood to save them.
Get the fuck
What
out
the-
of here. This guy-
All right. You fucked up there, Gus.
And just a fun fact. We found out that, shout out to Brand One, he actually designed the inside.
Of the newer ones, yeah.
The design. That's a newer one. So he designed that
By
pattern
hand, dog.
By hand.
Damn, look at that.
Shout out to Brand One, man.
Sheesh.
We only bring hitters on the show.
Bars.
Yeah.
True Frisconian, right? What are your top 3 Frisco songs?
Oh, fuck. I thought we were talking about food.
That's what I was hoping.
That's what I was
We'll get
seeing.
there,
Been
we'll
like,
get
We'll
there.
get there. We'll get there.
Or songs made by someone from Frisco.
Ooh.
Like real Frisco, like real city shit
Shit.
that you can still play in your car right now.
Oh man, I mean, it works in our favor because the '90s all day right now,
Come
man.
on,
you know what I
man.
mean? Everybody's
Everyone's bumping the 90s, dog.
90s.
You know how many times I hear Aaliyah? Like,
right?
yo,
I'm on 80s rock right now, but that's just me because I'm an old head.
Yeah. I mean,
look at Gus. I was on to the next thing, dog.
man, that's a hard one, man. And they're down to 3.
Okay, what about rappers? You go with a rapper because songs is hard. Because
Yeah. I mean, I can just say groups. How about that?
Yeah.
Shout out to RBL Posse.
Come
You know,
on.
I grew up on listening to them. Tough. Shout out to Rappin' Forte.
People don't know Forte really got that global exposure with Players Club,
Yep. Big time.
right?
So much that a Canadian stole his lyrics.
Seriously? He
Yeah,
must have got
Drake.
paid out.
Drizzy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That fool got cashed out for that.
Yeah, he did. Cashed out, dog.
Cashed out.
If he would have put him in the video, then I think it would have been different. To at least pay homage and be like, yo, representing the lyrics. But
Yeah.
I'm happy he got paid though. I'm happy he got compensated. So Forte, you say RBL.
Probably like I love Quinn, man. You know, Quinn, JT, all of them cats.
My first intro to Quinn was on the KNT, right? Because like that was a whole like moving, because like I didn't have cable right away, so CMC was the only way I could pull like videos of like, especially like local shit, because like I wasn't aware of any outlets that where we could watch like local videos like done off like a camcorder type of shit. So CMC was my shit.
You know what song blows my mind though? That like nobody really trips off. That's from Frisco, and they sleep on it. And it's like worldwide too. Many Clouds of Smoke.
I was just
Is it really?
Yeah. Total Devastation.
Total Devastation.
From The Mission.
I didn't know. See?
Part of Cali.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good ass song too.
Seriously, if I could pick that, I mean, I guess that probably would be it right there, because
That's a weed track,
It goes to
too.
everybody. It applies to everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
The beat goes, That was on my.
That's a good ass song.
I used to steal voicemails when I was a kid. If you was a real '90s kid, you found a way to steal a voicemail because you didn't have a pager, but you had a voicemail. That was my song on my voicemail from when I stole one, and then when I had a pager. It was like Many Clouds, and then Paperboy Diddy, but that's just stereotypical.
yeah.
And then they, now,days they have 24 karat golden. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That young
Shout out
man.
to him.
doing
Yeah, and
it
he did it big, but like in a different era. You know what I'm saying?
So in his own way too.
Yeah, his
You
own
know
way
who put
too.
him on though, right?
Donald, dog,
Young Paperboy, man.
Paperboy. I'll still take you in Street Fighter. But I respect you a lot, though.
Shout out to Dream Team.
Yeah, shout out to Dream
Dream
Team.
Team.
I heard they're open back up too.
Shout out to Dream, and I really fuck with Paperboy because he's really like embracing that dope boy era, because like 90s, like 80s and 90s, that's what it was, right? Like it really embodied, like it was all about making money.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? It's all about making money, and it was a different time. Like I remember you couldn't go to certain hoods,
Yeah.
right? You really couldn't. We can go to certain hoods.
And he shows a lot of respect for the elderly Asian
just gonna say
community.
that.
Yeah.
He does.
Hey,
He does fuck with us.
He
That's
does.
definitely one of the cats that I wanted to actually say, just because like when y'all brought him up, he really is one of the only cats that really uses his platform to show solidarity between black and Asians. You know what I mean? With
This
all
is
the shit
true,
that's
yeah.
going on, like he stays putting that out there, that energy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that, man, because I mean, obviously, like doing the film on the pandemic, you've seen the struggles that the hood had to go through, right? And then now to kind of like 3 years later, to kind of see like the violence towards the elderly in the hood, it's disheartening, right? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, like I think it's really sad. You know what I mean? Like just hearing it, it's like I just feel like man, like I look at it. I look at it two ways. I look at it where like I really feel bad for the person that actually committed that crime. You know what I'm saying? Just because like I guess they just didn't know no better. That's what I'm giving them, that benefit of the doubt, right?
Right.
What happened in order for them to be like, this is okay to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean? But I also am just like, man, like people got to remember, like whether it's words or actual acts of violence, man, that lasts lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? Like that really does mess somebody up. Speaking from firsthand, working with people, and I actually work one of the films that I will be working on.
Another one
with Jan. This is a little leak, but we're gonna be working on something very related to this subject, and stay tuned for that, man, because I feel like that's an important story to really tell, because if you really trip off of it, like I don't really watch the news, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say that out loud. I don't really watch it. I was just telling Gus the other day, I only really watch it for weather. But every now and then I will
wrong
watch,
with that shit too,
right?
dog.
And I really like, like they really just hype, stuff up just to control folks. You know what I mean? And like, the violence towards like folks was actually really happening.
Yeah.
But the way that they were putting it out there was just like to the level where it was causing a lot of separation.
Oh, it's like the whole like East Coast West Coast shit again.
Pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would have this conversation with people in my family, some older, and I would say this is my stance on it. Like most of this stuff was already happening.
Yeah.
Right? It was already, to a certain point, it was already happening, right? It's just now that everyone has a platform, everyone's singling out individual groups and making that, like you said, making it messy between the groups, because like you said, East Coast, West Coast, like it would be like the videos they would show would be a particular person getting robbed by a particular person, right? And it just created this stigma to almost where, like, you know, people were afraid to be outside, and the ones they would constantly show is like
elderly Asians.
Yeah, and it was like it got to me. So like I don't like you said, I don't watch the news. Like I don't follow. There's certain social media accounts I can't follow because of what they push on their platform. Because how you ingest food is the same way how you ingest in your head. Like the stuff that you read, the stuff that you watch. Like it becomes ingrained in you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
even more so with social media, right? Because now you watch one video, now you're part of an algorithm. So now it's like not only ingrained in your mind, but it's also being further pushed by the machine.
Yeah, wrestling right now is a big part of my algorithm. But like especially 80s and 90s wrestling.
Yeah, mine is like fitness chicks, but it's only because I'm looking for exercises. All right. Yeah, exercises.
Okay, and this could be a partial question, and this is food related, so let's like lighten up a little bit.
Have you ever fought anybody over food? is that that's a perfect segue, dog.
Nah, but if you're right in the middle of both locations, are you going to Little Luca's or are you going to Roxy's?
Oh, wait, right in the middle would be like,
in the middle?
Yeah, where's the middle?
Would you be like top of the hill?
Like yeah.
No, the middle would be like Costco? Nah.
Nah, it would probably be like
somewhere in Colma.
It'd probably be like Wendy's. Wendy's Town and Country. Familiar with like Daly City? If you're right there and you want a sandwich, are you go? And then price is not of a question. Are you going to Little Luca's or are you going to Roxy's?
But the real question is, what day of the week is it? Because they got specials.
We talking about Lucas. Hey, yo, this motherfucker is spitting, dog. Nah, he's spitting because he's talking. No, because he knows about the shrimp and crab specials.
Fridays, right?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays.
But they got no toaster.
That's true.
They got a microwave.
But they do have the one in Millbrae.
Do they?
Get a toaster.
Yeah, get a toaster.
Please.
Yeah, but we love you.
It would be Little Lucas for the crab sandwich.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Real quick though, because we've all had Little Lucas here. What's your go-to? Because I find myself stumbling over that menu all the fucking time. It's daunting, dog.
It all depends on what I'm feeling that day, right? Like,
give me a Tuesday.
Well, also, it all depends on what bread's available.
Okay, Dutch Crunch.
Yeah.
Well, see, if I'm there and I'll get stuck with a wheat bread, I may do like a chicken salad with avocado and sprouts.
Just by you saying that, you sir have an amazing palate. Because chicken salad on wheat bread sounds fucking amazing,
right?
With sprouts.
With sprouts and avocado. But my wife, what she would get before, which I grew to like, but sometimes people don't make it right. It's called the wild turkey.
Oh, with the cranberry.
Yes. Yeah. So it's sliced turkey, cranberry, and cream cheese.
Oh, and cream cheese.
Yeah. It's interesting, but it goes well together because it hits a savory, hits a sweet.
What's that
turkey.
Called? Umami.
Yeah. Umami gang. But what would you get, Harv? Let's say Little Lucas.
Aside from the seafood special. Sorry, bro.
Sheesh.
That is a good one.
That's like my go-to there. That's my go-to.
Yeah. Jalapeno and the garlic spread.
Ooh, really, both? I go no jalapeno. No jalapeno. And it's not even for the taste. It's just because I don't like my sandwich sliding.
Electric sliding.
And it's not electric.
If they don't make it right, if they don't make it right, you bite into that shit and
it's just like
all that ulam, all that meat will just shoot out the back end of your sandwich, bro.
Like a cartoon, dog, with a cloud of smoke, just like. Pew. So what would you get on a Monday?
I rock with a pastrami.
Yo, my guy.
Pastrami.
What kind of cheese?
Depends, but maybe provolone.
Yo,
already set in my head.
This guy's pushing P over here. I like it.
Either that or pepper jack.
Hey, y'all pushing P, dog.
Because Monterey and like provolone is pretty much the same shit. It's just one circle and one's a square.
I don't like Swiss though. Swiss is too like. Yeah, it's like numb, right? It's kind of like the LaCroix of cheese.
Easy. I like LaCroix. I could do a Swiss, right? I could do a Swiss if it's like a Reuben though. Right?
Oh,
if it's
true.
Like a specialty sandwich that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then I can fuck with that. If you're getting
Real quick though, I'm sorry because I see Jan and Jan's like he's been holding his mic like fucking B Rabbit, waiting to see his waiting to return. Go ahead. What's your answer, dog?
I had something happen to me over the weekend. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
I thought you were gonna tell us about your sandwich, dog.
Yeah, it was a sandwich. I had some sort of like divine intervention happen.
Wait.
I had a Roxy sandwich for lunch, and
What kind? We need details.
I got a Simon Special.
Oh.
And I said,
What is that?
I said, it's like pastrami and turkey.
Yeah.
I said, no cheese, please, several times, right? But then the order.
He said extra cheese. He said extra cheese.
The order got like given to somebody else, and they had to remake the sandwich.
Yeah.
And they forgot about like not, skipping the. Like holding my cheese. So
And just backstory.
Yeah.
Jan's a self-proclaimed lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
He's self-proclaimed.
And you also have a gluten allergy, correct?
No.
Just playing.
So then I had to eat that sandwich because I haven't eaten, like, it was already like 2:30 or something like that, and I had to eat the sandwich.
Was it melted?
Yeah. Oh. When I took it apart, I knew that there was cheese. I was like, oh man, the cheese was like.
Oh, the cheese pull was tough.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I've never seen meat do this before.
So now it was like, I had it. It was like 2:30 already. I was super starving, and I just went in on the sandwich.
Did you eat the whole thing?
Yeah, I ate the whole thing.
Hold on, I just want to say though, you could have just had half and then tested.
Sorry, I ate half just to test it out.
Okay.
And then nothing happened. And I texted Gus and Rommel.
Yeah, he did.
That's right.
He clapped and then he texted and he clapped the second half.
Yeah,
So you don't have. Tell everyone.
The next day, I ate the other half, and nothing happened too.
So it looks like somebody is lactose tolerant.
I fuck with it.
You know what? I just feel bad for all those times that you missed out on all that good food that was here.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't have that.
Harvey, as a true resident of the Excelsior.
By the way, mine's Luca Bird, but go ahead.
What is it?
Luca Bird.
What is that?
Oh man. See, now I just feel like a fucking fat ass. It's the one that has like it's the one that's a Luca dog. It's the one that has like a hot dog that's cut in like half.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, man. I like my hot dogs and sandwiches.
Okay, since you mentioned the hot dog, just a side story. When I worked at Kinder's, I invented a sandwich called a bird dog, which was a chicken breast sandwich with a hot link together. So it was a bird dog. That was it. Yeah, that boy
fire,
shit.
huh?
Yeah.
Yo.
Pepper jack and hot.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh man.
I knew, yeah, all the cheese would melt, Jan. I don't give a fuck. I ate that shit on the toilet. I don't give a fuck. Direct access.
Sheesh.
If Harvey's in the Excelsior, what tuckery are you going to?
Oh man.
Only in the Excelsior though. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, you got that whole little.
We have that
triangle
corridor
right there.
of like 3 blocks of like nothing but taquerias.
And just give the people a little taste of what's available there.
It would at one time it was menudo, but then it turned into Grant like Taco Loco.
Taco Loco or something.
You know what I mean? I fuck with Mexico Typico on that same block. There is, of course, Guadalajara. Of course, El Farlito. And there's one right by Mission in Persia. I didn't even know the name.
Oh, I've never been in that one.
Yeah, it's right next to what used to be the clothing store.
Oh, to the right?
Yeah, to the right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're facing it to the left.
Yeah, exactly. My man knows.
Yeah. Wow.
But you're in the Excelsior, and there's even the one like in like the neighborhood of what the fuck's name? Don Chewy's.
Oh, Don Chewy's.
Yeah, Don Chewy's. See, Jan knew, and he didn't have his mic on. He knew Don Chewy's. If you're in the E though, right, and you want a burrito,
Specifically burrito.
Yeah, burrito. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna say a type of meat too?
Yeah, sure. Well, we don't know. It's player's choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want a burrito and you're gonna pull up, where you're getting your burrito from?
See, that's the thing, man. If I get a burrito, but only if it's only in Excelsior,
Only
and I'm limited.
Excelsior.
Yes.
I'd probably go to Guadalajara.
Yes. You heard it here, y'all.
Hands down.
I love El Farlito.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to get my quesadilla.
But
Smart man. It's a smart man right here.
because me and Harvey have many moons in the E, there was that fire that happened where El Farlito shut down. And then everyone just automatically went across the street. And then
I remember that.
some of us just stayed. And this is when burritos, for all you old heads, was $5 for a super. For a super burrito. Like, if you wanted shrimp, it was like $7.
Surf and turf.
Surf and turf. Steak,
yeah.
steak and shrimp.
You feeling elegant to that day?
Yeah.
You guys ever get a wet burrito?
All the time. All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What like? Is there anything on the menu that you don't order?
I don't brains, and I don't do tongue.
You don't do lingua?
Nah.
It's really tender, dude.
Yeah, tenderoni. And I don't do tripe burritos.
I never had tripe.
Yeah.
I've had a really good tripe taco in Redwood City. My homie.
El Gournese?
I know that because there's like it's like this. It was just like a fucking hole in the wall, and I accidentally ordered it too because I was trying to order lingua, but I was looking at tripe, and so I said tripe, and it was just fucking amazing. But I have a homie. Shout out to you, Rich. He actually swears up and down that Redwood City has better Mexican food than San Francisco.
I don't know. Mission Style Burritos grew up in the Mission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we need to try to put that to the test sometime.
You got to give us a list.
Yeah, I need a list, Rich.
Yeah.
I need a list, my
Send
boy.
Send that.
Yeah.
That could be a FREE99 field trip. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Check that out.
That'll be Field 99.
That might be a throwback, though, to we eating.
Yo, speaking of CA, I'm telling, look at him. With his, look at him. Oh, all of a sudden he's drinking his fucking cup. Look at this shit.
I just want to give my man Harvey his slap. No, real like.
I used to fuck with you during that time, too, man. Come on.
Come on, man. That's a different time. That was a wife and a kid ago.
I know, man. Look at Gus. It looks like you like see him at a party and you're bringing up his badass ex, and his wife's like standing right next to him. Was like, come on, man, don't talk about that right now, boy.
That was different. That was different. Yeah, that was a different time. Everyone's doing that now, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Y'all trendsetters. Look at that. Y'all ahead of the times.
That's just on count. I think that's 3 episodes straight. So flowers,
so
boy.
awkward.
Get your flowers, get your flowers,
I
dog.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
It's true, dog.
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's but Harvey.
Look at him. Hey, you blushing,
Right?
I didn't know you could blush, dog.
All right. Only in Excelsior, though. Okay, only in
Or
Excelsior.
only in Excelsior.
Where are you getting pizza from?
Oh, so, I mean, I'm
Excelsior.
loyal.
I'm gonna stretch it out. I'm gonna stretch it out to
What's the border?
Geneva.
Okay.
Geneva all the way down to Silver.
What time frame? Like right now in this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just last week I was at Little Joe's. You know, I go to Little Joe's.
The one side of Safeway. Shout out to Ali. That's the homies family. That interior reminds me of my childhood. If you go
Straight
inside
up.
Little Joe's, like you walk inside, they're making pizzas on the left, and the seating is on the seating's all the way in the back.
Yeah.
It's red with black velvet like wallpaper.
Oh shit, that's
And
old school.
It's
Straight
like you're
mob
walking
shit.
in like a mob video.
Yeah, straight up.
Fun fact about Little Joe's: they were approached to film Pursuit of Happiness,
Ooh.
but they didn't want to shut down the restaurant during the time. Yeah, that's Little Joe's. That was my first calzone. Was from Little Joe's.
Wow.
Dude, I fucks with calzones, dog.
And they don't put sausage in calzone because it doesn't cook.
Dude, that's a man of his craft right there.
Yeah.
Because any place be like, yeah, we'll do the
Do it. Yeah.
the show. Hey, so there was, I think around the same area in the Excelsior, my mom used to go to this one Chinese spot and it looked hood as fuck, and everything was $1.
Dollar Chinese.
Dollar Chinese, dog.
Chinese.
That place shut down, right?
Hella, but everything was $1, so you get a container as big as this cup, and then whatever they had, you just point at it, and you'd be like, "I want rice, I want that orange chicken, which is just batter."
Yes, dude. But
and
it was the best
broccoli
batter,
beef,
dog.
And they would just stuff it, and
Yep.
it was $1. And then
You could mix it.
you can mix it.
Yeah.
And then it eventually made $1.07, but it was Dollar Chinese.
Man,
Dollar Chinese.
shout out to that place. It's so okay, because that's what I like. I like hot deli places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you kind of like point and shit. Do you have any recommendations for hot deli places in the city? It could be like Chinese food. It could be dim sum. Well, I mean, obviously we know
What you got, Harv?
Yeah, what you got, Harv?
What are we in the mood
What you eating?
What part of the city? I eat out a lot, man.
Okay, well, let's talk about last week. All right, last week, what was the high point of wherever you ate out?
Oh yeah, most recently.
But that wasn't even in the city though. It was in Daly City. Y'all been?
Oh, that's good. I like Daly City.
Push it.
Y'all
We
went to
love-
Seapot yet?
Yo, I fucks with Seapot.
I haven't been to Seapot yet.
I do.
So they took over Moonstar spot.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Moonstar.
Yeah, man.
I loved y'all,
It
Doug.
was good.
I still have a lobster coupon.
It was
I'm gonna
good.
check this for next time I come.
Yo, I the thing I love about Seapot is the fact that like you have the grill. The only thing is that I can't do two at one, so I just I lose focus on the soup, and it like boils over, and the girl's like, "You need more broth." I'm like, "I'm good," and the shit's like burning.
I just use the soup for noodles. And vegetables, right? I'll just put and like tofu. I'll do that in the soup,
Yeah.
but I'll just grill like, give me fucking steak all day. You know?
Do you
what I
do
mean?
seafood on the grill?
Calamari. Like sometimes
bad.
they won't give like they'll give like the fat calamari steak, so
Yeah.
it's that part. But then it gets stuck, and you have to be like, I need to scrape
Yeah.
the shit off
Yeah,
and clean it up.
and then they're like, "Yeah, dude,"
grill.
and you're like, "No, I'm good," and it's like burnt as shit.
yeah,
Start tasting it on your food.
Teapot though, huh?
Yeah.
All right, what about just like another spot?
I mean, in the city, the last one I went. Y'all ever been to Bao?
BAUH?
BAO, I think.
No,
Where's that?
So it's on 17th and Valencia. It's this dim sum joint, but they got this fire ass deep fried hargao. If y'all fuck with hargao, go there and just be like, "Hey, give me the Harvey special." They'll know.
The Harvey special.
Yeah.
Playing.
They'd be like, "All right,
Order two. You gotta order two.
got to order two."
Yeah, because whoever you with, you ain't gonna want to share because they only give you 3 of them.
Well, I'll order two if I'm just by myself, though. And then I'll
How, huh?
Yeah,
Damn,
and they have this,
hargao
weird,
deep fried.
Yeah, they have this weird sauce with it. It's like you know the hot oil that they do.
yeah.
But it's something about it. You eat it without it, it doesn't taste right. So you got to eat it with the sauce. Make sure you dip it in the. Try it without the sauce first. But I promise you, once you put it in the sauce, it's a wrap.
What about like let's dress it up a bit. You ever go to like any fancy steakhouses?
Yeah, I mean, man, House of Prime Rib.
Yeah.
That's always like
Bobo's.
automatic.
Yeah.
Bobo,
Bobo, yeah, Bobo's. Bobo's like a lot of people don't usually talk about Bobo's, but Bobo's is dope.
Izzy's.
Izzy's, yeah. What about Niku?
Oh, I never been there.
Yo,
I've seen it though.
yeah, Nico.
You're
It's
fancy. You're fancy, sir.
They got ballet in front of that thing.
Do they? I park my motherfucker, dog. I need to start using amenities. You know what I'm saying?
So you went to Nico's.
I went to Niku once with Therese.
Did you go get food right afterwards?
I did. No, we didn't. But it was expensive as fuck. But honestly, there was a portion of the night that blew my fucking mind, and it was like this wagyu that they had, and you're paying like fucking $200 for like 2 ounces or something, right? So it's like very small, but it fucks with your brain, dog. The reason why is because you know how meat's supposed to be the consistency in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
But it melts like butter. And it doesn't make any sense, and you're trying to make sense of it, and
Is it because of the ratio of like the meat to the fat content?
yeah, and then you could also choose what type of like silverware you want, and they have like a scalpel.
He's doing homework right now, but
Yeah.
I have another question for Harvey.
Yeah,
If anywhere in San Francisco, anywhere in San Francisco,
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that spot.
San Juan.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Go there. Reservations are like booked like 3 months in advance.
Damn,
but
bro.
if you just check it every day, and if somebody cancels, go. I went at, believe it or not, I went at 9:30 at night.
SANHOWON.
What kind of food is it?
Korean barbecue,
Really?
but like it's like high end shit. Like when you talked about Wagyu, that's what made me.
Really?
Yeah, they got look at their menu, bro. And it's all so it's like it's all like kind of like it's a set menu, right?
Yeah, it's not all you can eat.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like
Usually I just turn away at that point, but I was like,
it's bomb.
yeah, it's like it's high. That's some high quality.
It is.
shit, man. Yeah,
I do fuck with Brothers. If y'all fuck with
Oh, Brothers all day.
Brothers, because it's charcoal smoke and it's not
Yeah.
electric smoke. So it's smoking that motherfucker, and you got to pay per plate. But that shit,
I like Brothers.
Brothers is good, man. Especially you out that way. You want Korean barbecue. I wanted to ask Harv, if you're in San Francisco, anywhere in San Francisco, where are you getting Filipino food from?
Oh, Filipino food in Frisco. Shit. I would have to say, if I'm gonna get Filipino food, not no fusion.
Like something like your mom would, you know what I mean? Your family's going to eat.
You going to Babies or Irma's?
I was gonna say Irma's, yeah.
Babies Palavo Eatery
Off top in Frisco.
in Frisco.
Yeah.
Frisco, yeah.
Irma's Papanga Cuisine
Yes.
off of
16th?
16th.
Yeah.
16th. Yeah.
I'm going to either or depending on what side of the city I'm at.
Damn. I see. I don't even know any Filipino spots in San Francisco because Daly City. Why venture out? You got all that.
DC we have heat out here.
Yeah, we do.
Daly City is that when it comes to Filipino food, like that's what. Shout out to Just One. He says he comes here if he goes to Daly City, it's for Filipino food.
Or Joe's of Westlake.
Joe's of Westlake.
Yeah.
Joe's of Westlake.
See, everyone has that reaction, dog. Everyone has that reaction to Joe's of Westlake. They're like, oh yeah, Joe's.
It's better.
It's a staple.
Yeah.
It is a staple. It is.
Filipino food. I was gonna say, babies up there with me. Like the lumpia plates, can't go wrong. I had a homegirl I worked with at a job. She was Latin, and she her whole wedding was catered by babies.
Wow.
She got the spaghetti, she got the lumpia, she got the panza, and I don't even know what to get there. Turo. Like I just go there and get lumpias, like for the party shit.
Oh, dude, the big trays.
Big trays. What is Harvey's superstar order?
Oh. Before when I could eat pork?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I'm allergic now, unfortunately.
Yeah, he got about it.
Get out of
I
town.
was waiting for y'all to bring that up, man.
Hey, that's why I said when we talked about burritos, like, hey, what meat though?
Yeah, I mean, I used to get everything there, man, depending on the day. I did everything there, man.
Come so long, dog.
I had that before I came. Oh, did you? Superstar, but I went to Silug. Shout out to Silug's in Daly City.
Hey, C-Logs, man. C-Logs also, my girlfriend says it's pronounced Chelogs.
Or Cellos.
And then you know what? I think
I have no idea.
Dude, when Chef Harold was here, he said Chelog, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he said it the right way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess.
I have no idea.
He is classically trained.
I understand Tagalog. I don't speak it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand it when I'm being yelled at in Tagalog.
I could sit there and watch a full Filipino movie and be like, I know what's happening. That's the bad guy.
That's
Is it based off of saying chinelas?
Oh. That's because that's all TS, huh?
Well, yeah, because we do have that.
Jan's over here
TS.
slinging pies and breaking minds.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jan.
God. Oh, that's a. Everyone look up how to spell chinelas. Wow. It's TS, right? Oh, shit.
Chelogs, Chinelas.
Oh, shit.
Chibogs, then.
So yours.
Chibog, yeah.
Chibog is fire.
Yeah.
But where can we get some Java rice nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
They still have it in where the Just One said there's still
In
a
the East Bay.
in the East Bay.
Yeah. Do you? I think Gus and I talked about this. I don't know if you're the same way. Do you venture outside of the peninsula for like food? It's very hard for me. Like even San Jose, and I love the food that they have in San Jose. Like their sandwiches, their banh mi's, but just the drive.
Gan used to be the one. Like before there was really like those Korean barbecue spots out here.
Yep.
Like me and my wife and the homies would make a day of it. Like, all right, let's go to Gan in San Jose and then we'll go like shopping or to walk it off around that area.
Yeah.
What about sushi? You into sushi?
Definitely.
What's your
That's a tough one.
Well, okay. What sushi spot would you make a documentary out of?
Oh shit.
Bassa.
I don't know if people know about Bassa.
No,
though.
they don't.
Tell them. Teach them.
Come on, man. Harvey,
blowing
let
up
them
the
know about
spot.
Bassa.
Has that cat, Grub Mike, whatever his name is?
Oh,
has
Grub
he
and
gone-
Mike.
Yeah, has he gone
That
there
dude's
yet?
going everywhere, dog.
Everywhere, blowing up all the spots,
He is blowing up all the spots.
He really is, dude.
doing his thing.
We eating. Check it out, though.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, that man, Bassa,
Bro.
Bassa.
super underrated, man. You can get it all there. The only thing I'm mad about with Bassa right now is they still ain't serving oysters.
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. What I like about Bassa is you could get ceviche or you can get poke, right? And then you get all the sushis. Like sushi rolls are super cheap. You know what I mean?
Where's Boss? I don't even know where Boss at.
24th. 24th in
Lucky.
Yeah, that's right. By the Happy Donut. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right near the corner.
Yeah. It's like in the middle of the block, but yeah, Basa. It's an Asian family that run it. You get the fried food too. You get the fish and chips. You get the fried oysters. They got that still, but no.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Sign?
Yeah.
Fish on it.
Yeah.
You can actually pick out your sashimi there, bro. So you can actually go to the little window and just point out which fish.
I think when I went there, I was only going for the fish and chips. I was like, fresh fish? Nah. Let me get that fried shit.
I've never had the scallop burger, but I heard
I hadn't had that yet.
That's the one there. You know what I mean? People who get gout scared of like true shellfish too. You know what I mean?
What about
Basa? That's to be my spot.
There used to be a spot on Mission. And man, we used to walk there from work at St. Luke's, and they used to serve like these big ass Cuban sandwiches, cubanos, huge as fuck, dog.
Sweet Chinito?
No, I love Sweet Chinito though, dog.
Sweet Chinito.
Yo,
Right
Sweet Chinito.
What it used to be the Blockbuster.
That was the most gnarliest Blockbuster too. It looks so industrious. Yeah. Dude, that man, fuck. Mission got so many spots.
There was a place called I think it was called the Steak Palace.
Oh yeah,
on Mission.
Yes,
it was so if you pass Army, aka Travis, and you're on Mission, it'd be on the right hand corner if you're going into the city, leaving like
Hollywood Video, right? Isn't there Hollywood Video over there?
I think so.
Yeah.
So it's called Steak Palace, and it was ran by a family. It was a mom. She was Filipino, a dad, he was on the grill, and then a daughter that was a waitress. I used to I want that daughter. Like, what's up? How you doing? He was a little mixture. Like, what's up? Can I get extra steak? But yeah, it was like, I knew they were Filipino because, they had flags all around the world.
There's like 4 Filipino flags.
You could count them, and they were the big ones too. And I was like, oh, these are from the house. Yeah, that would be an undercover spot right there. I
remember Palace because for a long while they were closed, and then I heard they were opening back up, and I think they opened up for a month and they closed again.
It was right by your old work, right?
Yeah. You just walk down the street, and then I know that they made a new a Walgreens across the street from it or something.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man, there's so many fucking good spots in San Francisco, man.
No one really talks about Taqueria Cancun though.
Oh yeah, I used to eat there late night.
Yeah, that's honestly,
after club spot.
Yeah.
I got towed out of that Burger King parking lot many times. Never learned my lesson.
You're like, I'm just buying Dickies.
At Eric's with an A.
Yeah. Eric's. Man, they used to have a dope Chinese spot over there too called Jasmine's Tea House.
Oh yeah, I remember that spot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And there was that Thai joint right next to it too.
Yes, bro. Yeah. And then there's that Indian pizza spot. Is that still there?
So there's Zante.
Zante.
Hey, Zante, man. Bro. Hey, look at y'all. Props to you, fam.
I went on a date there, but it was like a double date, and the girls ordered hella food, and I took food home, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I got this. That was the first time I ever had Indian pizza. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's been there forever.
Yeah,
it's been there forever because I went to school on School Street, but so I would always see it, and I was like, I wonder if that place is any good. And one time I had it, and I was like, I wasn't ready for the flavor that it gives, because you gotta know what you're walking into.
Yep. It's different.
Jan, you would
it would it would kick up your lactose. And then it'll kick it and then get rid of it and then kick it back up again.
Cheese, bro.
So are you married?
No.
Okay, so you said something very interesting. You said that you knew somebody who had their wedding catered by Babies.
Yeah, Babies eat Palapukin Eatery.
I wouldn't, that's a kind of a genius idea, because when you get married in those hotels and they're like, oh, you gotta have the fish or the chicken and shit. It's kind of whack, dog.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, so if you get married or when you get married, dog, just get it catered by a Filipino restaurant.
That's the goal.
Chabogs.
There was a Raphael's Catering used to do. They're out of Vallejo, Filipino family. They would do a lot of catering to it. You could either get a lechon, you could get the roast beef, and it'd be all the Filipino shit like caldereta, the lumpia, and it'd be cheap. But then this is pre-pandemic, and after pandemic, everything went up.
Yeah.
Everything went up.
I have to give a shout out to my cousin living out in Sacramento. She actually moved out here from New York, and in New York she had made Filipino food and had it ready to go and stuff. And you know, she's kind of like
she's selling off of like IG and shit.
No, she was selling over there like from some store or something.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, making some money and shit. But she's always kind of had that like entrepreneurial spirit, right? So she came over here. And she started working at Amazon. She was like, nah, like, fuck this. So she's made a fucking living, dog, like selling off of Facebook.
Wow.
Killing it, dog. Making plates and everything. Like, she does this subuchan lechon.
Cebuano.
Yeah, where it's like, it's just a roll.
Yeah, the belly roll.
She is fucking, dog. And she's like... killing it, bro.
NorCal Marketplace.
Yeah.
My mom's part of that.
Dude, yeah.
My mom, you buying shit on there?
Dog, I would. That's one thing I learned from the pandemic. To order food off the internet. Yeah.
Harvey, what is the name of the chicken spot that Pollo Supremo is in now? Over there on Mission near Geneva.
Oh, they changed the name?
What was it?
Back in the days, Pollo Loco?
Ooh,
Oh, no, was it?
You don't remember that was?
What was
Do you know what that was, Jan? It was a Pioneer's Chicken.
No way.
Yeah.
That was Pioneer's Chicken?
Pioneer's Chicken.
Before that?
Yeah.
Oh, that just
that was a Pioneer's Chicken before.
That just reminded me they got rid of that one spot in Westlake.
I think it's the same family.
Roasters.
It's gone?
It's like Korean food. Yeah.
Chicken. Bro,
I used to eat that religiously.
Because it's broiled and roasted and fried. I don't know.
Yeah, but like it was because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Right? It was cheap. You go there and you get a plate for like $5.
So that's a question.
Ooh.
Best wings in the city or even in the Bay?
Best wings?
Yeah, best wings.
Jan, you go first.
Yeah. Best wings.
Samsung.
Oh,
that's automatic, right?
Santung,
I fuck with Santungs. I also, if I'm looking just for like fried chicken wings, shout out to my boy Christian SFC.
Oh, yeah.
SF
Oh, yeah.
Chicken Box. Yep.
Yeah,
I do fuck with Christian's Chicken Tough. He's over there by North Beach right now, so it's a little harder to get to. So I haven't had it as often. But Santungs, yeah, that's almost like if you have people from outside the city and they want good chicken wings.
Yeah. That's like exactly.
Even the green beans are good too, right?
Yeah.
That's what you get, the green beans.
Fuck chicken wings.
y'all ever been to Capitol?
Capital Market?
No, in Chinatown?
No.
Oh wait, that's Chinatown chicken?
It's called Capitol.
There's this place in Chinatown that my sister-in-law Gigi used to grab chicken wings from. I forgot the name of the market, but she used to call it Chinatown chicken, and it was fucking amazing. Like the batter, I gotta look it up. Sorry.
So this spot, I'm blowing it up because I wanna continue to support them, but bruh, try their chicken wings.
Capital.
Capital.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, let me see if that's the one.
It's a yellow sign right off of Waverly. It's fire, bro.
Waverly, okay. I got a question for you. When I say Hilda's, what do you think of?
Oh, I think of what do you call that? Hopia and stuff.
Right there in Excelsior.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know, like
Oh, Golden Daisy.
I've never been there.
No, that's what it's
Try
called.
that
Sorry,
spot.
my bad.
like Hilda's to me is like very childhood because walking like I would be my grandmother and my grandmother mostly like walking up and down, going to the post office, going to the bank because the E was its own little ecosystem because they had so many banks and then everything was right there and it still got hella banks. But I go there walking with my grandma and then we stop off at Hilda's and then we'll get like the puto or the cochinta, like, and that's what like their hitters are really known for. They got other food too, but I remember like that was so childhood. Like I didn't realize until as a kid you don't realize you're Filipino till someone points it out to you. Right?
Yeah, right.
And I remember like that's a Filipino spot. It was just a spot that we just got food from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That really, I don't know. Hilda's has always been like that spot. Like right before the holidays, it's like Jordan release day.
Yep.
Because parking be down the block and then it's wrapped all the way around the corner.
Straight up.
All right.
Be mad at them if you missed out too. If they were sold out of something, you get in trouble.
Yeah. If you didn't go when I told you to go.
That's supposed to be your first stop.
Yeah, for sure. Don't get yelled at.
And you didn't get the coconut. You forgot to get the coconut.
I know. And then you get the double look and then the hard scratch on the head. Yo, that's the worst, dog. Gus, I'm gonna ask this for Gus. Okay. Harvey, what are your thoughts on Phil Lamb Daly City.
The restaurant?
Yeah, the one that with the billows smoke.
But I ain't been. Oh, you talking about on School Street?
Yeah, on School Street.
I fuck with them.
Yeah, okay.
I fuck with them as well. I fuck with them as well.
I do.
Yeah, he's an ambassador.
You know what it is for me, and I say this all the time, is when you go to a Filipino restaurant and you see non-Filipinos eating there.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That like I fall in love with that every time. Like when I go in there and it looks like people don't know what they're doing, I'll be like, hey, have you been there before? You go, oh, I know the order. And I was like, all right. I just do a temperature check because sometimes my people look lost who aren't Filipino, and then our people, if you're not ready to order, they'll jump in front of you. You know
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Even at the post office.
Yes, at the bank.
Yeah.
Anywhere there's a line.
Yeah, don't check your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will jump in front of you.
But like Phil-Am is one of the few spots that you go in there and then I could be the only Filipino in line and it's popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, this is dope to me. And I just love that shit. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good.
Yeah. What kind of person are you? Are you the person who do you buy 15 sticks of barbecue and then cut them in half for a party, or do you buy 30 and just leave?
I'll take them right off the stick. So you got to get.
Oh, really?
Depending how big the party is, I'll get like 50 of them, but I'll take them off because
That's genius.
how many times have you been to a party and you be like, damn, that's like $8 right there, just thrown away. You know what I mean? Just because they got from a stick.
Yeah.
And if you cut sticks in half, I don't like it how it's
Oh yeah, splinters. Yeah, you're smart, man. So this is what happened. So my girlfriend threw me a birthday party last year, and shout out to Therese, man, making shit happen for reals. So basically, she ordered some barbecue from Phil-Am, and they were running late with the order. So she had somebody else go pick it up. They dropped it off, and I never saw any of it. Never took any home, and it was like near the end of the party, doc, and people were just taking whole ass sticks.
Yeah.
So next time we taking that meat off the stick.
I had a potluck, and then we I was like, hey, who wants to fade up? We'll get Phil-Am. So people gave me money. I got it, and when we got the Phil-Am there, I put on gloves, and I was like, I just took everything off and be like, here you go. This is pork. This is chicken. Get what you get.
I've heard some weird ass shit about potlucks outside of people who are not Filipino. All right, like this is some weird ass shit because like we know potlucks, right? We're like I've done some dumb ass shit, like the dumb ass shit for like a football game potluck. Maybe bought like 15 chicken bakes, shit like that. Cut them in half. Did some like since they're hella cheap, bought like 30 hot dog, whatever, right? Some dumb ass shit. Always kind of like making sure everyone has something to eat.
Yeah.
I've heard that the Caucasians will just bring something for themselves, like a bag of chips that can feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just like a bag of chips for themselves. And it's like, that's not a potluck. You're just basically bringing food to a party.
Or you're that guy that said, I'll bring napkins.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll bring cups and plates.
Yo, we got that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm that guy though.
Yeah, exactly.
Or bring the drink that you only drink and then don't even share it with
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
Like Pepsi. Ain't nobody drinking Pepsi at this table.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite restaurant in the Excelsior?
Favorite restaurant?
Dead or alive?
Right now, hands down, I've been eating there pretty regularly. I have to stop eating there because I was eating there so much. Have you been to that Guatemalan joint that used to be in the old Cadox spot? Remember Cadox back in the day? If I'm looking
at Cadox, it was right next to the Burger King.
Yeah, to the left of the Burger King.
Yeah, to the left of the Burger King. And shout out for having Cadox right there for so long. Their pancit malabon was the shit. But so it's a Guatemalan spot. They're on Uber Eats.
Are they?
Yeah, they're on Uber Eats and for their breakfast. But
bro,
what do you get there?
I forget the name of the plate, but it's basically a carne asada. It's a carne asada plate. Ooh, $12. It's huge, bro. It's fire and it's good.
I appreciate tamales wrapped in banana leaves more than husk because
you mean Salvadorian tamales?
anything wrapped in a banana leaf. Honestly,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because it's moist.
Yeah.
Right. It keeps it. Well, because Asians, we have shit wrapped in banana leaf, so
True.
It's kind of similar. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Like you talked about that dim sum one that had chicken and a peanut, right?
Yo, I love
pork and a peanut.
Yeah, I like to just try random shit to just kind of surprise myself. I was surprised.
You had a Chinese tamale?
Yeah, it's Chinese Somali. Yeah, dude.
Filipino ones, it's like they have like we have like a salted egg sometimes.
Yeah.
And like the fried shrimp. I don't know about the shrimp.
Oh, the small ones.
Yeah, I don't like crunchy shrimp like that. Like I want to be able to peel it, or have my wife peel it for me. I don't peel shrimp.
So would you say that you don't find them appealing?
Hello.
Hey guys, I'm here.
He's
I'm
very
here all
here.
night.
He's very here, man.
I have to say, man, thank you for coming on, bro. I can't wait to watch that film. I can't wait to see your work. I can't wait to see what you and fucking Jan have stirring up. And I know that.
Be excited, bro. For real.
Super excited. And I know that like everything that you do is very intentful, right? And it's very much so, like Gus said, selfless. So thank you for your entire body of work. And if people want to check your shit out, where can they go?
They can go to my website. It's www.whysf.org, or they can go onto my IG. It's private, but it's private because I don't like trolls.
Yeah. So stay the fuck away, all right?
But yeah, they can follow me there.
WHISF.org.
Yeah.
Why? WHY?
WHY. Yep.
WHY.
Yeah.
Yeah. We almost made a pin together. Did you make that pin?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I still slipping on that. See, I told you I'm not. You're not part of my like search. You know how like you people like when you follow enough people, you don't get to see everyone's shit. So yeah,
Get off the resters, Gus.
I don't know, dude.
Just because we're here though, I'm gonna leak another date, right?
Yo,
y'all
love it. Yes,
the first time it's gonna be said in public, and so on May 25th, that's a Thursday.
May 25th,
Stay
Thursday.
tuned. I'm working on a film right now. I can't announce it because I get in trouble because the people who are showcasing it. Mm-hmm. They haven't made an announcement yet.
Wow.
May 25th, y'all. Stay tuned. It's a Thursday night. It's in Frisco. It's going to be at the Roxy Theater. Pull up on your boy and support him.
Yo.
Roxy, right across from used to be Cream. Cream used to be
still
out there.
Still there, yeah.
And before we just wrap up, he brought gifts.
Oh, yeah. You got to come with
What the fuck?
He brought gifts. So I'm gonna let Rommel open it up. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
It's nothing crazy, man. It's just some work that I had the privilege of making with one of my sisters out there, super talented DJ Agana, aka Vanessa. She made this mural on 24th Street. It's called Tiny Locas, and I had the privilege and honor to be able to document that.
This is beautiful, man.
So these are just these are not just, but they're photos of what she did, and there's a smaller version with all the information as to what she did, and then I got some slaps here because I know you guys like slaps.
Yes,
I do like slaps.
So I got a couple slaps. I brought 3 because you guys are all here.
Do you know how long it took them
Whose
to do
hand
this?
style is this? Whose hand style is this?
Oh, can you tell?
Joe?
No, it does look like jokes. That's Dref Ones from AJ.
Ah, shout out to the mom. Shout out to Jeff.
Yo, this is ill, man. Thank you so
Shout out
much,
to the
bro.
mom.
And you took all of these pictures?
Yeah, those were drone shots. This was actually this was actually pieced together in Photoshop. So a funny story about this making this picture right here.
Yeah.
I actually see that tree that's in that one. I actually crashed the drone into that tree. 'Cause what ended up happening was I didn't know this, but by fluke, when the bus was literally driving underneath the drone, my drone lost signal. And then it just cruised into the tree. So it actually got stuck in the tree. And one of your former guests, the sister Sabrina, right?
Yeah.
Chef Sabrina,
Miss Ballara.
right? She actually helped me climb the tree, bruh.
Yo, really?
Yeah, we were on a mission. Like,
I-
we borrowed a
Yo, what are the chances of that? What the fuck?
I love Sabrina. And that's your sister in education, right?
Yes.
And I remember one time I was talking to her on the phone. She goes, "Hey, Harvey just pulled up," and I was like, "Oh shit, that's my motherfucker, man." And one thing I will always know about Harvey, he comes with a smile. He comes with a pure heart. We could talk about cars. We could talk about food.
Saturns.
Saturn, sure.
It's a great. I used to say it's the only car named after a planet, and then somebody said Mercury, and I was like, go fuck yourself.
Oh, Captain Planet. It all goes
full circle.
Back. Some of my favorite things that I would like to see on your page and what I follow is how you capture the essence and like the culture of what's authentically San Francisco. Not what San Francisco is now.
Yeah.
What's authentically San Francisco, because it's, we're losing it.
Yeah.
Right? We're losing it. Like all the little mom and pop spots that we used to eat at is gone, right? All the just like the little carnicerias, all the corner stores, all the little spots that we held so close to our heart, like why you would go to SF, you know what I mean? Or just jumping off the bar or jumping off the 14, like all those spots are slowly fading away, and Frisco is such a shell of its former self, right? Mm-hmm. It's so sad to see what's happening, and then how like things will come in, cause all this ruckus, and then we'll just leave, and then it's just like we're left like you. Doing the community work you're doing is kind of picking up the pieces. You, along with Rudy and other people, just trying to bring the city back, and it's you're capturing the moment, and then you're making sure it's documented, and you're making sure the right people are involved and putting it on your platform and giving it a highlight. Like, this is your love language. Is that you love San Francisco?
Yeah.
Straight up.
I know you love San Francisco as much as I love San Francisco, but you possibly love it a lot more by not even what you say, but what you do.
Yeah.
Like look at what you're doing. Really though, you know what I mean? Like I'm so honored to have a seat to watch that movement, because like you said, we've known each other a long time, and then the progression of how you became an activist, and as well as really involved in the community and making sure the community's being taken care of and not just left high and dry is amazing, dog. And
yeah,
I'm just thankful to be your friend to see this. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's just an honor and a privilege to be here, man. Like I said, on the way, in preparing to be here with y'all, I was like, you sure you want me on this show? You know what I mean?
That was our convo. I was like, no, I've been wanting you on this show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, nah, it's he was like, you got heavy hitters. I was like, I only fuck with real ones. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I've asked you a long time ago to jump on. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get to being real smooth about it. But just because what I see, you know what I mean? Just because the person that I met is the same person who's sitting here now.
Yeah.
Because he has not changed. It's just his mental is more focused on taking care of the community. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jan, man. What you got? Jan.
Just wanted to say thank you, Harvey, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We have so many outside alignments. I'm surprised we haven't worked together, but then now I'm excited to actually connect on the future project, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Right on, man.
Yep.
Right on.
Harvey, just to wrap it up, anything you want to share? Anything you want to put out there? And this is Vogue 1, by the way. I don't know. I caught that late. DK Vogue. Yeah.
Man, I would just say this, man. There's like you ever heard the quote, like, bad news travels fast?
Yeah.
I would just say, man, like there's enough hate out there, right? There's enough of that negative energy. Like, just really take some time to really check on your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, and spread the love, man. Like, life is hella short.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's hella important to really, really, really just be mindful of how you show up in the world, man. Because I think it's really important. Like one of the things that I strive for that you mentioned earlier, Gus, is that I ain't never really changed. I'm all about how you make people feel, right? That's just the way I show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and that's what that was taught to me by just the elders, as well as when I come in contact with folks, right?
Right.
And so I just feel like that's just important, man. Just if you take one thing from me is just really just try to smile more, try to love more, man. You know what I mean? It's important to check up on our loved ones, man, because mental health is real, y'all. Like right now,
Real talk.
bruh. You know,
Yeah.
mental health is real. I know that was left field, but I wanted to say that.
Make my last reason. As a kid, we would drive by the what is it? Alamany, right? Mm-hmm. And I would fucking just be in awe of the Filipino mural that was up there. Mm-hmm. You know,
on the side of the it was a store, right?
Yeah.
It was
on the side of the store, and it just made me feel very proud, you know. And like fun fact, the mother of my children, her dad actually helped paint that mural.
What?
Yeah. We can talk about that afterwards, but my heart was broken when they painted over it, over some bullshit and what I think it is. And so I think a part of like, I don't know, I feel like maybe a part of the pride of the city, maybe a part of Filipino pride that I had inside might have been tucked away. But kind of seeing all these past guests and hearing about the United players and everything that you guys are doing, it kind of reignites it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of seeing like how it's not done. We're not done. They're not done, you know? You being so selfless and having your like light show through all of your work, and you just keep fucking trucking, you know? Not only that, but the fact that you can do that and eat out every week, that's very admirable.
fucking slim as fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later, but yeah, man, keep fucking doing what you're doing, man. You're doing God's work, and also, yeah, I don't know if it's because you're here, but my allergies aren't that bad today.
Episode 166, WhySF.org. Check him out. Love.
Thank you, brother.
My man.
Good shit, dude.